Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. If this is the first time that you're coming across my content, hi, my name is Gemma Lonsdale. I am a psychic medium and life coach, and I am here to help you create a better life. If you're enjoying this content, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. It lets the algorithm know that it is worth watching for other people, but it also is a little confirmation to me as well that this is the sort of content that you are finding helpful and that is going to help you along your journey. This video was really sparked by a conversation that I had with a friend yesterday and today, actually, because it carried over into today. He has received an offer to join a charity on the board, and he's really conflicted with the decision. He doesn't know whether he should accept it or not. And he slept on it last night, and he came back to me again this morning and he was saying, Gemma, I do not know what to do. Can you help me tune into my intuition here in order to make a decision? It's really challenging whenever we're in the situation where our gut is really conflicting and we don't know, is it the right decision? Is it the wrong decision? Sometimes we can be experiencing fear. Sometimes we can be experiencing doubt. Sometimes we can just be really cloudy and we don't know what is the best decision to do for our best. What I want to do is take you through an exercise that will really help you start to tune into that in a little bit more detail. We're going to look at this from the perspective of we are in a situation at the moment and we have another option to choose from. And should we be choosing that option, or should we be staying put and rejecting it or not making that change? This can happen to us in any area of our life. It doesn't even have to be in your career. It could be to do with a relationship. It could be to do with picking a car. It could be to do with a relocation. There's so many different things in our life that challenge us where we're having to make very big decisions. Sometimes they're very small decisions, and actually that can cripple us alone because we don't know what to do. I'm going to take you through an exercise now that I use for myself and that I use in my coaching practice as well to really help you tune into that. The reality is that even whenever we are spiritually gifted or we're tuning into somebody that is spiritually gifted, we're not meant to know all of the answers. You know, part of the journey on this earth is learning to trust ourselves and learning to experience what it is to make a good judgment, what it is to make a not so good judgment, and actually tune in and rely on ourselves more so we can't rely on the spirit realm for everything. So if we're in a situation where you have an offer on the table and you don't know whether it's an offer that you want to take or not, or you don't know whether it's a good decision or a bad decision, what I want you to do is start to really tune in to the energy around this. You may find it helpful to close your eyes. If you're feeling uptight a little bit or a little bit anxious, just take a few deep breaths, slowly in through the nose, hold it for a few seconds and then breathe out through the mouth. That'll have a really calming effect on your body and your overall nervous system. And once you feel ready to, close your eyes or look to the side and just start to tap into this choice. So if you were to say that you were accepting this choice, this offer that's on the cards, start to imagine what it might be like in this position or with this decision or walking this path. What sort of things would you be doing? How would you be spending your time? How do you feel whenever you're doing those things? What sort of emotions is it bringing up in you? Are you feeling happy? Are you feeling apprehensive? Are you feeling nervous? Are you feeling excited? Are you feeling unsure? Are you feeling fearful? Are you getting a funny feeling in your stomach and your gut? So as you're continuing to sit within this energy, are you feeling like this is really energizing you? Are you feeling like this is a really positive thing to have in your life? Or are you feeling like it's draining you? How do you think that this is benefiting you? Whenever you make this decision and whenever you take this offer or you take this path, how is this adding to your life? Is it making your heart sing? Or is it helping you join a dot from one thing to another? Is it helping to feed your ego? It's really important that we actually learn to distinguish those parts of ourselves as well. And just whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes back up. And that will start to give you a very, very good indication of where your emotions sit. Now, emotionally, whenever we're making decisions, and obviously, yes, Not all decisions should be based on emotion. Not all decisions should be based completely on logic. But we need to be able to strike a balance between the two. What we're really searching for in life is this sense of being fulfilled, this sense of our energy being replenished, this sense of happiness and contentment. We should be constantly chasing that with all of the decisions that we make. If we make a choice, and I don't feel afraid to say with this one, my friend is feeling like this would be a good decision for him to take because it connects him to another opportunity in the future, and it may open a door that's further down the line. But the actual emotion whenever he went through this process, it felt draining. It didn't feel like a good match. It felt more like a means to an end. Whenever we're making choices like that, it's really not going to be a positive contribution to our life, because whenever we are put into situations like that, if we think of a career, for example, yes, it might give you the money. It might be giving you the step up that you need to move on further down the line. Maybe you need to have a specific job title in order to get the position that you want ultimately. Whenever we make the decisions based on that sort of energy, what we really find is that we're in situations that are not being a positive contributor to our energy and to our happiness. And they become this sucking energy. I don't even know how to describe it, like energy vampire stuff, where it's really draining the energy and draining the life force from us because it is not in alignment with who we truly are, or it's maybe not in alignment with our path at that time. Whenever we make decisions that are going to uplift us and add energy to us, and that might mean forgoing the bigger salary for the job that isn't quite right. It might mean leaving a long-term relationship or a marriage to be by yourself and to start off with nothing. It may be something like you're going to relocate, or you're going to go back home, perhaps after years abroad. Whatever decision it is that you're making, or even, like me, I struggled sometimes with decisions about horses. I had looked for horses for a little while, and it can be very, very conflicting whenever you've got a lot of information coming from external. But whenever we start to really lean in and trust ourselves and trust how we're feeling and trust how we're actually envisaging that life, then it can really start to help us actually distinguish between what is going to be the right decision for us or not. If it's filling up our cup, then there's a strong chance that you're on the right track. If you're feeling like it's maybe not what you want, but it will get you somewhere else, that maybe isn't going to be the right situation to put yourself into, or it isn't going to be the right path for you to take. Whenever we start to focus on the things that are going to fill our cup up, and we're going to focus on the things that are really going to help us feel more contentment and more of a sense of purpose in life, what happens? We just find that we're happier. We find that we sleep easier. We find that we are less stressed. And you know what? We find that we're in the flow of life. And what happens whenever we're in the flow? That is whenever the really good things happen to us. That is whenever abundance comes to us. That is whenever we are experiencing all of the manifestations. And you might not be actively manifesting. You might just be having these ideas in your head and these wishes and hopes for the bigger house and the bigger car, the travel, the farm, whatever it is that you're hoping for, that big relationship, that big love. Whenever you're in the flow of life and you're really tapping into that energy that is bringing you a sense of purpose, it's bringing you happiness, and you're enjoying life and feeling less stress and less anxiety and putting yourself into less situations that are going to take your energy away, that is whenever all of the amazing things happen. So whenever we're compromising on the material world and we're accepting a path that is going to be more fulfilling for us, that is where we're actually going to get everything in the material world that we wanted in the first place, plus more. This is where abundance really comes to us, because the universe almost is like opening the floodgates for the universe to bring everything to us that we ever wanted to experience. So whenever you're struggling to make a decision and you're struggling to tap into your gut instinct, use that exercise and start to tap into that energy and see how you're feeling. How do you feel when you're on that path? How are you feeling when you're doing that thing? Is it lighting you up? Is it bringing you excitement, or is it draining you? Is it taking away from you? Those are the key things that you need to look for. And if you always search the path that is going to light you up and add energy to your pot, you will be the richest person alive, because not only will you have happiness and fulfillment, but you will also have all of the material abundance at some stage in your life that you could ever wish for. I really hope that has helped you. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit like, don't forget to subscribe for more content. You can also check out my podcast, the Ask Gemma podcast, for more life guidance. Follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok, and I also have a freebie that I'm going to pin in the comments below that you can download if your life is out of alignment and you're hoping to get more into alignment. And also I have my Align and Thrive program as well that starts in January, so you can check that out on my website. The link again is below, and I hope that you have a wonderful day.